Welcome to another Get Ready Traders live session. I am your host, Luis Rodriguez, and I am excited you're here. Today we are doing live technical analysis and stepping right into the futures market. Whether it's NASDAQ, gold, US30, or even crypto, we will be looking for the best trading opportunities as they set up in real time. If this is your first time here, buckle up. The market moves really fast, and we'll be breaking it all down with a clear, efficient approach in 90 minutes or less. Before we get started, do me a huge favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and share this session so other traders like you can join us. I really appreciate your support. All right, the markets are moving, familia, so let's get started and enjoy the session. Hello, everyone. This is your friend, the educator, Luis Rodriguez, looking at the market, ready to make some money. What's up, familia? What's up? If I was talking, you can't hear. I wasn't talking. I was like tunnel focused into what the market is doing. Sorry, I was just, my mind was completely like away for a good 30 seconds. But yeah, why? Because the market is giving us free money. It's in a very cool state right now where the market is truly just consolidating. But familia, when we see the market behaving like this, you know, a very straight line, you guys seeing all the moving averages, but you see a pattern of things moving lower and lower, right? You got to focus mainly inside of the market. And the average pricing right now on the very top is giving you really the hint of what is really the market doing. I'm gonna highlight it here. It is super easy. Today the market is just printing money for everyone. Printing money for everyone. So you guys can see here, he's doing a channel pushing the market down. Right. You can buy or sell depending on whatever you are located in the market. But I will mainly focus into selling the market once it's all the way up there again. Unless it breaks this trend, because it's trending down, just keep following it. It's super easy what the market is doing. What's going on, my friends? What's going on? I came a little bit earlier today because I was just here doing other stuff, but I said, you know what, let me just do it a half hour earlier than usual because its market is just giving us free money. So this is the time for you guys to pass challenges, to do absolutely everything you guys want to do, because this is a moment, my friends. This is a moment. Oh, 1 second. So the issue that we had yesterday with Top Step, the broker, that it went down, At the end of the day, they end up giving me my money back. They undid the transaction that closed in the negative. The account almost got blown out, literally. Like after it was locked, I couldn't do anything. And when the server came back up, both transactions were closed. No, I had 3 transactions closed in the negative. Almost like $3,000, more than $3,000. But at the end of the day, customer service, because it was their issue, they returned my money. So I end up, with all the profits that I made during the day, so a little bit over $1,000 on a 50K account, and the account is ready to withdraw money. Like it's sitting at $6,109. That's for Top Step. And because now I see the behavior and I see that these are responsible brokers, I bought 150K accounts with them, and they're all these accounts are up right now by $900, and bought 4 more accounts for Take Profit Trader, to have a total of 8 now, and with another 4 here, I have a total of 12, 150K. But that's basically how you do that roll. And I'm gonna keep moving until I get back to 24, 30. Now with this broker, probably even more. But that will be the deal. All right. So again, familia, we are in a downtrend. Wait for the price to get back up here. And the reason why I say wait is because you don't know if the market is just gonna collapse and go all the way down. Since you guys seen this pattern. I already did a TA on this earlier, targeting this where this yellow line is. It's where liquidity might be sitting, and we might see the price moving that way for some time. My concern, familia, is the following. This here, it is a flag in a much higher time frame, and they tend to go on a spike and clear everything up, targeting this here. That's why I'm a little bit not concerned, but I have to be careful, because it will happen. It usually happens abruptly. Like it will just like break the entire area like a rocket. That's what I'm watching, because most people are focusing in selling, and it will be one single push, breaking everything up. That's what I want to make sure that it doesn't happen. So when is Thanksgiving in the States? Is it today or tomorrow? I thought it was... Oh, it's today. This is Thursday. That is true. Oh my goodness. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. So, oof, I totally got lost in time. The market then will be closed soon, no? By noon? What's the deal for the market today? I know they sent me an email. I know the broker sent me an email. I can't remember what's the deal. They sent me an email on the schedule. And again, familia, like the reason why I'm not too clear on this stuff was because I usually don't trade around this time. Around this time, I'm away. And or I slow down a lot. You gotta enjoy the profits. You guys work hard during the year, right? And I tend to do that. But now I'm here. I might be leaving on the 13th, not sure, December time. But it's not gonna be like a vacation going crazy type of thing. It's gonna be more like I'm gonna be trading wherever I go. I'm bringing my laptop, and I'll be doing whatever I do. It's just gonna be different. Maybe. This time I'm bringing the entire family, so we will see. Trading to me right now is not a big priority. Honestly, like it's not. Like I think I already did all the profits I wanted to do for the year. But I'll keep doing it for you guys. So I sent yesterday a poll on the general VIP for our community. Next week, I'm going to be doing some major things for everyone, and I asked if you guys wanted to. What you guys want to do with the community? I gave you guys options, right? Let me just read them here because I know I wrote them all down before I did this, and where are they? Should be in a second. Let's go to that. I don't know where is the standard right now. Okay, let me see. Honestly, wait. I'm waiting for NAS to go back up so I can sell. Okay, that's the trade to sell, but I'm waiting for the market to do a pullback. While we're waiting, let me. Oh, what's the question? Okay. Ooh. All right. So, I said there was 4 options: community trading fund, a sponsor funded challenges, gear T emergency support fund, or a monthly reward system. So, hold on, I wrote all my ideas here somewhere. Give me a second. I wanna go through it. Oh, okay. So basically, what I was suggesting was like first to do a community trading fund. If you guys want, I can trade a prop firm live with you guys here, and at the end of the week or at the end of the month when I withdraw the money from that account, we'll go for the community in a reward system or giveaway, whatever you guys decide. That's the first option. That's a community trading fund. Whatever money I make, let's say in a month it's a 150K account, for example, and in a month I made $10,000. I will give that $10,000 to you guys, 100%. That's option number 1. Option number 2, to sponsor a funded challenges. That's where the money I'm gonna be taking out for you guys. So basically, let's say if I take out $1,000 or 2,000, 3,000, whatever, I will buy challenges for you guys, and we will give it away on the VIP. We'll do something about it that we will just give those fund accounts, not funded. These are challenges. Okay, I'll give them away for you guys. The other one, just give me a second here. Oh, the GRT Emergency Support Fund. I was thinking more of like I don't know if you guys see for example, like in the charities that I do in my church and you know all over the place. It's basically the same idea. We have a pot to help people in the group that are going through like thought real situations. If we decide to do that, we will have a committee of people. Everybody has to agree. If somebody has an issue, let's say somebody's sick, somebody's going through difficulties or anything, right? You guys put that request to the group, and let's say we have $5,000 there, and we're like, yeah, you know, this person needs this for medicine. We give the $5,000 to that person. That was option number 3, I believe. And the monthly reward system is the last one. And the monthly reward system was basically anything we do, we take that money out and we spread it across everyone that is doing something positive for the community, or it's like learning, it's contributing a lot, it's like passing challenges, it's like doing positive things. You know, instead of giving you a medal, we give you $1,000, something like that. That's basically the ideas that I had, and I put that poll on the group. So far, the one that has the most is a sponsored funded challenge. So in other words, buy challenges for everyone. Well, not everyone, but whatever. So if I take, I don't know, I was thinking like getting a few 50, 100, 150, I don't know, whatever. Whatever money I withdraw, part of it will go to back to you guys. But for the VIP community. That's basically what the idea is, and I will do that next week. But I leave it up to you guys. Again, this is a community that everybody's growing. I know somehow this will help all of you guys. But I want to give that back to you guys. And I will do that every month. Whatever you guys decide to do, I'll do it every month. But those accounts will be traded live with you guys here. I'm not gonna trade my personal accounts anymore. Not around this time. So you guys will see. Okay, well, the account is sitting right now at 10,000 bucks. Well, that's $10,000 for the community, not for me. That's the plan, all right? And then we'll start next week. All right, familia? Everybody's clear with that? We go to that over the community. Like once we decide, okay, this is what we want, let's go for it. That's gonna be on the side, right? Plus everything else that we're doing. Because the bot situations are kind of there already. I don't want to spend too much time on the bots anymore. Other than just making changes if you guys request, like some changes or anything you guys find, I would do it. If you guys have any strategies that you guys want to automate, say, hey Luis, this strategy is super amazing. Let's automate and make it a bot. I will make it a bot for the community. Like you have to agree that this is gonna be released for the community, not for me, not for you, for everyone. I'll put my time and effort to code absolutely you guys want as well. Okay, and I'll do it pretty quick. All right, so that's for the GRT familia. We're gonna be growing, and I'm pretty sure. I know we all gonna make it. You guys are all gonna be successful traders. It takes time. Okay, don't get discouraged when things are going wrong. For example, a good example for me was yesterday. It was a terrible day to me. You guys saw it. It was recording a lot. Like, you know, I'm trading and from all of a sudden everything just collapsed. It's like, what happened? You know, I made some money on Take Profit Trader, but when your mind get unplugged, and that was in my case, my mind got completely unplugged. I stopped trading. Because honestly, I'm a human, you know. I get angry. I'm like, what just happened here? You know, I don't know if the account is gonna be like blown. Like, I have no idea. It was like a missile in the water, just, you know, ready to explode. And from past experiences, when that happened, I said it, you know, the account is probably gonna be blown or I'm gonna be losing money. Luckily, it was just 5,000 bucks. But imagine if this is like a lot of money. Like, and it happened to me before. I've been in situations that I lost like, you know, over $250,000. And when I remember this thing, it hurts. It really hurts. But, you know, God has control of everything. I said, you know what? It is what it is. Good thing it was just 5,000 bucks. If it's blown, it's blown. I don't care. But luckily, the broker was very responsible and responded to me very fast. That's a good thing. It's a positive thing. And they said by the end of the day, they sent me a message. They said by the end of the day, if you were affected by this, you will get your money back. And that's exactly what happened. As soon as that happened, I said, you know what? I think this is a very good broker. So I bought the 150K account right away with them. Because these 50K accounts that I was buying, it was just more like the test. Like, I don't know. Like, I passed them within like 3 days. I got them last week. 3 days, got funded, and 5 consecutive days being on the positive side. Now it's ready to withdraw. I am going to be doing the withdrawal maybe tomorrow or I don't know, maybe Monday. I don't know. Next week for sure. to see how it goes. But just evaluating and comparing this broker to Take Profit Trader, now with this deal that they have, is actually a much better broker right now. And I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna share this experience and compare both brokers live with you guys, okay? I'm not saying that Take Profit Trader is a bad broker. It's an amazing broker. Has the best payout, period. No question asked. But when you see the payout options for Top Step, makes more sense than Take Profit Trader. Makes completely more sense than Take Profit Trader. And I'm gonna tell you why. Take Profit Trader, the way I trade, it's okay because you can withdraw daily. And when you have multiple accounts, in my case I had the top of 2,450Ks and a few 50Ks. When you have a withdrawal per account, you know, your bank is hitting 18, 20, 15, 25, $22,000 a day, which is super cool. The problem with that is that you're not scaling. So if something wrong happened, right, your account gets under, and that will happen. Literally, to be on that position, you need to be like, have consistency daily. You cannot fall one day, because if you do, if you don't know how to control it, the accounts are gone. Right? If you're not scaling an account, you just need to have a 1 day for you to not be able to withdraw and be on a drawdown situation. And that's bad. Right? Scaling accounts is extremely important. The bigger the accounts are, the bigger the cushion you have, and the bigger transactions you can make. But when you're withdrawing daily, you can't do that. Understand? So with Top Step, they have a limitation of 50% of your balance. So how that works? Let's say you pass, you get funded. And this is my own experience. You get funded. The account starts with minus 2,000. This is the case of a $50,000. You start with minus $2,000. The balance is zero. All right. You need to build cushion. You need to move this account higher. So they want you to move the account to at least $2,000. The good thing about it is that the drawdown, it is not chasing you. It's end of day. So let's say you're trading, you're making $500. You have $2,500 to trade that day. You're trading, you make $1,000. You have $3,000 that day. All right. When you're done, that's when the drawdown resets and goes back to $2,000 for the next day. So remember that I said the account started with minus 2,000. At the end of the day, whatever you make, it moves up, and that minus 2,000 become now, let's say you make $1,000. The account will say minus $1,000, and the balance is $1,000. So you still have $2,000 drawdown, but your balance is actually higher. You already make $1,000, and from that point you can, start your new day. And the goal is to go above $2,000. Once you go above $2,000, boom, you're done. Everything you make above, on top of that, will not go ever down. In Take Profit Trader, when you pass an account, that drawdown is constantly chasing you. So let's say you make $1,000, all right? After you're funded, you cannot go down. Right at that point, you cannot go down, because then it's gonna be in the negative for you. So you have to scale up really fast. The reason why I am okay with it is because I'm really good at it. So I can scale up really fast on Take Profit Trader. So I can build that buffer in no time. But when you are constantly doing that yo-yo effect, it does affect you a lot. When you're winning, losing, but going in one direction, it affects you a lot. So it makes more sense for you to go in trade with Top Step rather than take profit trade if you have a yo-yo effect on your account. But the payouts, right, once you have that cushion for done with Top Step, the payout is only 50% of your balance. And why that makes sense for me? It makes sense because it's protecting you from not taking all your cash out and having a very low drawdown. Different than Take Profit Trader. Take Profit Trader said you cannot take all your money out of your cushion. If you do, you're closing the account. We'll give you 50%, you're closing the account. But you make everything above that $2,000, that is yours. And when you withdraw, we're taking 80% of that. No, sorry, you are taking only 80% of that. That is the problem with Take Profit Trader compared to the other one. This company here so far, you can only withdraw 50%, and it will still give you a big cushion to trade. A big cushion to trade. That for me makes more sense so far. Remember, the bigger the cushion, the better for you, because you can make bigger and better transactions. Every time I withdraw, like Take Profit Trader, I have to start from zero. But I told you guys what I do. My first transaction is the most important one always. I have a pattern that I follow, and I'm good at it. I just got really good at it, and it works for me. But for you you're starting and you're doing like, and you're like learning and you're like having that yo-yo effect, honestly, I think Top Step makes more sense. Makes completely more sense. Now, when it comes to the copy trading, they do have also copy trading, and it's actually better than the one from Take Profit Trader over TradeAway, because the good thing about it is that you have a leader account, which is exactly how it should be, and then follower accounts. Whatever you do in one account replicates in the other. When you're doing this in Take Profit Trader, you have to split the contract. So let's say you're opening, you have 5 accounts being copied. You have to put 5 contracts split across all the other accounts. So it's like 1 contract per account. You got to do like the math calculation inside of your head all the time, and that messes you up. Like if you don't know well what you're doing, you're done. Like it will mess you up. And Top Step, you can continue trading your account like you're doing your normal operations. 1 contract in your 50K, we'll put 1 contract in whatever other accounts you have. You don't need to be calculating that or messing up your risk management or none of that, unless you have multiple sizes, and yeah. But honestly, familia, I'm just giving you guys my like comparing both brokers. They're both really good. One have features that are really good and the other probably don't, but they are both good brokers. And I'm just saying that because it is really important for you guys to put your eggs in different baskets. You just don't know if something can go wrong with one broker. Like in my case, I have several brokers all running at all time. That means I'm always in the game. For example, this account yesterday, you guys saw what happened. What happened if I have all my accounts with Take Profit with Top Step, and from all of a sudden they all go down and I'm out? They don't return my money. That would be a big problem. That would be a huge problem. But I have other accounts, so even I had a bad day with Top Step in my Take Profit Trader, I did pretty crazy money. But because this thing messed my head up, I was not able to trade anymore. I had to, like, I couldn't trade. I said, you know what? No, let me get the other thing fixed so I can be okay. Remember, familia, every time I sit here, my mind, my heart, and my soul they have to be aligned. I cannot trade if I have already a bad day. So I have like an issue going, something like it will mess me up. I cannot focus in what I want to get out of this. It's part of my ritual. I call it a ritual because it's something that I do, and I respect it every single day. My mind, my soul, everything has to be aligned with you know who, the big boss. Everything. But if I am not, if I am unbalanced, I'd rather step out because what's gonna happen is then you're gonna come back with an I don't care attitude and trade with rage and you know and you're kind of at the end of the day is the one who's gonna pay the consequences. And then next day when you're cool off, when you're cooling off, you're gonna be like, oh my god, what did I do? You know what I mean? So that's basically the experiences that I'm sharing with you guys as a trader, and I hope you guys can get the best out of it. And I am waiting for an opportunity for this thing to move up so I can trade again, pushing the market down. You guys see it here. All I need to do is wait. I'm not desperate. Oh boy, here in Canada it's getting very cold. Very, very cold. It's not my favorite cup of tea right now. And it was so windy yesterday, like a big storm. I don't know what's going on. It was garbage all over the place. I had to go out and pick up the garbage from everyone. Oh Jesus. Anyways, familia, remember this is Thursday, right? It's Thursday, right? Yeah, it is. It will be the last day for me for trading. Like I'm not gonna trade tomorrow. What is this? What is this? So, anyways, familia, highly recommend to get into this broker Top Step, especially with the deals that they have, no fees. Now, Take Profit Trader also have a very good deal. They have a no fee 100. So basically, once you buy an account, they are giving it to you now this time for 30% off. Before it was 40, now it's 30% off. But when you pass the account and you ask for your first withdraw, they will give your whatever you pay, they will give it back to you. But you got to go through all these filters of passing an account, getting the buffer, and all that, then request a payout for you to get that money back. They are smart. They know most people fail several accounts before they get funded or even ask for a withdrawal. So when you compare apples to apples right now, Top Step has a better deal. They just wanted to, I think Take Profit Traders just wanted to do something that people be like, oh, well, this is a good deal, oh my god, I'm gonna get all my money back on my first shot. They know that's not true. Most people, 8, maybe 9 out of 10 people that are buying accounts for the first time, they don't pass the account on the first shot. They know it. So guess what? You buy an account. You do a reset probably 2-3 times. That's $300 on top of that for them. When you ask for your money, when you are actually like funded and you ask for your money, they're like, oh yeah, here's fees that you just pay for this account. This is probably already for the 3-4 times that you resetted the accounts. So for them, they're not losing anything. See, those are the things you guys have to think about when like getting into prop firms. All the wording, all the magic, and all the stars and beautiful and rainbows that they put out there for you guys to be like, oh my God, that's so pretty, that's so cool. You have to be analytical. You have to think what you're getting into. Ask questions too. That's what the community is for. You know, even myself, I keep asking you guys if you have any codes for this. Like, you know, right now I'm the one who has the most experience on the team, but honestly, I know you guys are gonna get even better than me in many things. I've done it before many times, but across other like systems, I've seen people that it started 5 years ago in trading, and they surpassed me like by a million, like so much, because they're not just doing what I teach them, but they're doing their own stuff to find information somewhere else and applying, you know, what they know to the markets. And the point of having a community is for us to share these experiences. That's the point of having a community. It's not to be, you know, to have those egos on the sky and be like, oh, I'm the King Kong of the jungle. No, none of that. The biggest thing on the community is to lift everybody up. Like, I've been in other communities that there's like so many egos. Like, they have these inner circles inside inner circles that they don't share. They just have a little group of people that they don't share information, while, you know, and they just want to like show their results all the time. Like, oh my God, look, I just made all this money, while everybody else out there is like struggling. You know, like, people don't understand the pressure that goes into a person that is actually not making it. But they're like, oh my God, people, you know, I have a huge battle with that, because many people say, well, that inspires me. And I said, no, it doesn't inspire you. Your subconscious behind you is telling you you can get that. So just go for it. Go with those big lot sizes. Go with these big contracts. And you need to understand that that's the worst enemy in trading that you will ever have. That little thing on your shoulder here that is constantly telling you what you should not be doing, and the other guy here telling you the opposite. Trading is very systematic. You have to understand what you're doing, wait for your opportunity, take it, get out. That's it. Simple. As simple as that. And in the community, you guys have to, you know, be open to share. Not only share the profit, but also share your experiences as traders. Like, oh my God, I am frustrated. This is not working for me. You know, like, I have bad risk management. My account almost got blown out, but you got to say why. Because if you say why, maybe Tony knows something about it, how to control that, and be like, hey, listen, maybe if you try this, you can get this result. It worked for me. Right? And you're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's true. Let me try that. Boom. Now you're getting Tony's result. Trading solo, my friends, is not a good thing. I'm telling you. Did it for a long time. And I'm sure if I had a community then, my struggles would be a lot different. And it was a personal choice. You know, I was the kind of person, remember, I came from corporate America. I was tired as hell dealing with people. I hated people. I didn't want to talk to anyone. You know, and why? Because I had a boss who was racist. A boss that, you know, came from like 1950, where there was like color segregation in bosses, like black people on the top, on the bottom, white people on the top. That was this guy. All right, so he used to talk to me like really bad, and I hated people. You know, I truly not hate it. I just didn't like to deal with people. You know, when I was coming home, I didn't want to talk to like random people outside, because I was talking to people all day. So when I decided to do trading, was like a way for me to escape out of that, like to not work with people, not deal with people anymore. That's what corporate America did to me back then, 18, 17 years ago, when I used to work in automotive. For those who work in automotive, you need to understand that it's the most toxic environment ever. to work on. You will have people around you that want to like take you down because they feel good about it. If you're getting any reward, if you're getting something good, oh my God, like they want to push you down all the time. That's corporate America for you guys. So I was in that for a long time. A very toxic environment, a very toxic job. So coming out of that, I was looking for a way of not being there and not experiencing that anymore, right? But once I started getting out of that, you know, parallel to that, going to school and doing like all the stuff that I was doing, I was also meeting good people. You know, it's not like everybody's like that. I was also meeting good people. But in my mind, I already had a set thing. I said, I want to become a trader. I want to become this. I want to become that, so I can be financially independent. I didn't want to depend on anybody to tell me what I had to do, because that's the one thing that I hated it. To have somebody, instead of telling me good morning, how are you with a big smile, telling me this is what you got to do, go do it. And when I do it, not even giving me a thank you. I mean, come on, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure you guys have gone through that, like terrible jobs before. Don't think that that's okay because that's the standard. That's not the standard. It's not okay for somebody in a job to tell you that you suck. It's not. It is not. So if you are in that environment, understand that there's better and bigger things for you out there. And where you are right now, it's just simply not the best thing for you. And I understand that it could be paying your bills, you know, it's a job, you know, you gotta survive, you know, but understand that what you're doing right now is for, you're working on your dreams. It's for what you understand that you deserve. You're way better than that. Even though your boss might think the opposite, the people around you might think the opposite, just understand that they probably went through the same thing that you're going through right now. Right? They probably had another boss that taught them how to be a terrible boss. They probably had some frustrations. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you guys something. This person who was my boss then, he was not really a terrible person. He was just a person that had really bad experiences too. There was occasions I remember that he will generally talk to me and my other colleagues about situations that he had in the past. And when you start putting all those puzzles together, you realize that this was a person who was frustrated of life. And he wanted to apply what he learned before to, you know, pretty much pass the torch to another person. Even though that torch was probably, you know, full of dog doo-doo, he didn't care. He just wanted to pass that torch to some other person. And he probably did, because it wasn't just like that to me, but to other people as well. I just understood that, you know, what he was doing was not okay. Especially the way he was doing it. So I decided to take this path, be independent, you know, I didn't want to deal with people anymore. And I did it for a long time. But during that course of time, I learned, because now remember, now I'm getting out of my area, out of my field of technology and everything that I was doing, like providing services to a company, to now becoming independent, being on my own. And being on my own, I learned that was also very selfish of me to not share what I need. Then COVID kicked in. Lots of friends gone. While I'm making money here, people out there struggling. And that's when I turned and said, you know what, no. I gotta do something about it. And that's why I'm here, thanks to COVID. But Yeah, family. Just remember, you know, like there's always a purpose in life. You know, God put you through so many things every single day, and everything that happened to you, so it always has a purpose. Even the bad moments. Because honestly, if I didn't go through a person who went through so many bad experiences to put me in the fire, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be sitting here. I would probably be sitting behind a desk, happy, you know, be like, "Yay, my 9 to 5! Where's my check? Kaching! Putting that money for my mortgage, putting my money for my food, and living paycheck to a paycheck, and with a fake happy smile." So, you know, for example, right now, my daughter, and she's seeing this, and she finished high school a while ago, and I had this conversation with her a few days ago, and you know, the conversation that I had with her was exactly what I'm, well, not exactly what I'm sharing with you, but more on the line. And she hasn't experienced the things that I experienced. Again, she's only 19. But she said she have seen me going through all of that because she's part of my life. So she have learned as well from my struggles. And the one thing that she said to me was like, "Dad, I gotta want to have a boss. I want to be able to work for me. I want to be able to do this and this and this and that." I was like, wow. She sounded like me when I was like just in my 20s, you know? And yeah, she decided to take this as a career path. But she's gonna be going to college. So we're looking into the programs that she's gonna be going to, probably University of Toronto. But yeah, I'm very excited for her. She knows at a very young age what she wants and has a very clear mindset of where she wants to go. I'm very, very proud of her. But anyways, our price is getting out there, almost ready to sell. I'm gonna be selling the market soon when it hits this area here, probably. And this is what I do here. See, sitting at 61, right at this level, I'll be selling again, selling the market. When it pushes a little bit higher, that's 70%. I will be selling the market. The stop loss, I'm gonna put my stop loss a little bit higher, just to kick the market right on the rear. Yeah, it's okay, Tony. Like that's the whole, again, this is the whole thing about the community, sharing our experiences, you know, good or bad. I'm sharing mine with you guys, so you guys get to know me a lot more publicly in YouTube. Oh my God, I never talk so much publicly about my life so much because, you know, on the other side, I try to protect myself a lot. You know, there's like so much things, so many things happening online that you just have to be really careful what you say. You know, there's people that are stealing your IDs and taking your information, and then it's funny because that happened to Matty Pitts. A lot of the educators from the previous company I was with, people will go into their Instagram and steal their information. Now they know your life, they know how you talk, they know everything, and they start talking on your behalf, blah, 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 and then at the end asking you guys for money. So you know, I would never ask for anybody for money. If somebody see me going on Instagram, on Facebook, or anything, typing a text saying, "Hey, this is Luis. I have a situation. La la la. Give me some money." That is truly not me. Okay. There's some fake accounts out there that are being duplicated. From my friend Sam, he's like, "Louis, is that you?" I'm like, "No, that's not me." They literally took my picture with my daughter and opened an account with my name on it. That happened like 2 weeks ago on Facebook. I don't use Facebook, my friend, and I was thinking about even deleting my account. Social media is driving me crazy. I would probably be either deleting or doing something about it. Like, I don't know. I'm just not a social media person. Never been. It's really cool to just like honestly I take Instagram like when I'm not doing anything and just go to the reels just to find like funny reels, and that's it. I know a lot of people are making a ton of money with social media. Like they do it with a purpose. Like I don't need that I don't need that. I really don't. I honestly like I only use Facebook sometimes to go to like marketplace, see if I want to sell something that I'm not gonna be using. I just post it there. Um, but other than that, the only thing I use the most is Instagram. It's just to look for reels and laugh when I'm bored. Oh man, it looks like it's not gonna come higher. Yes, my friend, selling is what we're doing here. It's creating lower lows, but I wanted to sell higher, not. Oh man, it's probably gonna leave me behind. No, come on. Man, waiting for so long for this is not gonna. Ah, Jesus, no. Waiting for so long for nothing. Well, I'll wait again. No rush. We are here sipping on my coffee and chilling like a villain. Oh man. So what's going on, my friends? Tony, what's up? Where is Wyona? Wyona, where are you? We miss you, Wyona. How's everybody doing? I just gotta wait, my friends. Just gotta wait. Don't get like look at Bitcoin. But Bitcoin went back into the 90s, which is super cool. If you guys didn't buy Bitcoin, too sad. I'm gonna only sell the extremes. I wanted to see this going all the way up there, but this would have been a good chunk of money if I grabbed that. But yeah, selling. You gotta sell it. Our game plan is to sell as long as we're in that downtrend channel. That's the money train right now. The money train. I'm already up by $1,800. That's why I'm not into the rush of like trade. Oh, simple EMA and exponential EMA 50. You're using that as a strategy? It's just a crossover from those. One is a fast moving average. The other one is slower. Okay, exponential. The other one is simple. But basically, it's a cross. When the 14 crosses the 50 in that direction, but you gotta have more tools into it. I like to have momentum. I like to have even the RSI with that combination of the two EMAs. Done. You know what, familia? Like, there are very good tools out there that we're not using. I want to dedicate some time for you guys to understand some of these tools. This is not just about learning and a strategy to make money, but expanding your knowledge so you understand how the market moves. And there's so many tools out there that are constantly giving you the edge of trading. And these are simple tools. These are not overcomplicated things. And one of the tools that I like to use a lot is the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands is a very amazing tool. But understanding how it works will help you a lot to find opportunities in the market. You want to know what really kills people in trading, familia? Believe it or not, it's the trends. When the market is trending, that's what really kills everyone. When you're caught in the opposite direction of a trend, that's where you blow your account. And we leave it up to risk management. We're like, oh, risk management, that's the way it should be. But what about if you can find something that will tell you when a trend is happening or not? What about if you do that? Well, the Bollinger Bands can help you a lot. For example, there are traders that are really good with consolidating markets. When the market is not consolidating, they lose money. There are traders that they just love the trends. They understand, for example, when NAS is trending, and that's all their catch. Very simple. Break of that consolidation market, boom, they make the money. But there are traders that only like to do the ping pong, right? I teach people how to do both things, but some people get better at one or the other. The Bollinger Band can help you to do both things. To know when the market is trending, to know when the market is consolidating, to catch a trend or catch a consolidating market, depending on what you want to do. Again, there's so many great tools out there depending on what kind of trader you want to be. What do you want to do? When we are doing options, the one thing I use the most is the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands. Obviously in higher time frames. When we're doing options, we're doing higher time frames because we're trading for months. We're not trading for weeks. We're not trading for it's literally for months. You can either trade 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 or 12 weeks or whatever, even 6 weeks if you want. We're trading long term, but I do it every 4 weeks because we want to see every 4 weeks or every month where we at, right? If we want to withdraw money, if we want to reinvest the money, we make the decision every 30 days. But because these are longer term trades, depending on if the market is like consolidating or trending, the Bollinger Bands show you that, and then you make those decisions. There's a lot more that I do, not just the Bollinger Band, like Elliott waves, obviously. But the Bollinger Bands is a pretty strong tool to do that. I'm telling you, family, once we start doing options, you guys will see and wonder why we were not doing this before. And I will show you why we were not doing it before. Because you need a good chunk of money to make money. You can't do options with like $100. That's what I'm saying. Or even 1,000 makes no sense. 3,000-5,000 minimum. And that's where the real money in trading is. It's not in this prop firms. It's not into this dog doodly stuff. It's not there. It's really cool because I'm making a lot of money into this, but the majority of the money you're doing in options, not this. This is really good for you to scale up and make money fast from nothing, literally. Out of thin air, poof, money. But once you have money, like real money in your hands, you have to consider long-term investments, not short-term investments. And when you do long-term investments, that's when the real, monster comes into your life, because now you have to think bigger. You have to think about, for example, taxes. And I talk about that a lot. Oh my God, why? Oh my God, I just made $500,000, and understanding that the government is gonna take 40% of that, it kills you. What can I do to make sure the government is not taking 40% of my $500,000? Well, there's things you can do for it. Once you go into that realm, you can understand now why rich people behave the way they behave. Like you see rich people with like buying airplanes, buying a house in Florida, buying the house in Dubai, buying a house, and you're like, oh my God, this person is so greedy. He has so many houses all over the place. But that's not really what's happening. Is either he buying a house somewhere else or he gave the money back to the government. At the end of the day, it becomes a game like Monopoly. Literally, it's just become a day like a life, your real life Monopoly. The more money you have, the more things you want to buy because you want to. At the end of the day, save more money. At the end of the day, what you're doing is saving money. It's not throwing money or burning money away. It's literally saving your money. But a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think that you're just being greedy. Okay? You learn that as you grow. You learn that as you're having now a different, you start surrounding yourself with people that know how money works. It's crazy when you start, hanging out with people that are into that, and they just know it. They just know how money works. And trust me, when you hang out with people like that, money is the last thing you talk about. You're tired about talking about money. You don't want to talk about money. You talk about real life situations most of the time. My God, what are you doing? Money, 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 money. Yikes. I gotta trade this account. I'm waiting for the market to come here around this area so I can sell the market, okay? All I do is wait. It's 10:42. I love when the market is doing this, and it has been doing that since Asia, my friends. Look at that. That's money. Money, my friends. So much money. But you gotta wait. So familia, so you guys understand, I've been doing quite a lot, like talking about a lot of tools, a lot of strategies, a lot of things. I want to switch a little bit out and start moving you to options. So I want to start showing you little by little tools and things that we're doing to trade into that direction, right? But I want you guys to start making money first, right? That's why next week we're gonna be cranking some numbers down for you guys to start pushing things up. Okay? I really need you guys to start putting big numbers because honestly, 2026 is gonna be the year. I hope in the next 6 months, I really hope you guys can break the $10,000 on your account. I really hope. I'm trying to think about many things that we can do, in whatever works, put the bot in your hands and putting all this stuff. But what I really want is you guys to withdraw money. Because once you withdraw money, we're going to start doing options and now creating portfolios. Portfolios that we're going to be taking our time to build. Okay? We're going to be taking our time to build. 10,000 bucks average a month, you can make 3,000-4,000 easy, like constant. But you're gonna be doing it's like reinvesting the money. So now let's say next month you'd have 14,000, the month after you have 15, then month after, within a year you're probably gonna have 100K on that 10,000 bucks investment. That's how it works. 2025 was a dog doodle show, yeah. For me, it was a great year. I can't complain. What happened? The worst year, honestly, the worst year of my life so far was 2 years ago when my dad passed away. After that, I've been traveling a lot and doing everything I wanted to do. So I can't complain about 2025. You got to look at it this way, Lisa. When something bad is happening to you, it's preparing you for something better. I take it like that all the time. You know, as I said to you guys, my dad passed away 2 years ago now, almost a year and a half ago. Prior to that, I wasn't traveling. I wasn't doing anything. I was even worse than this. I was literally here all day doing my thing in Canada, not very little. And in the last maybe 2 years, I probably have done more than in my 17 years of career, literally in just the past 2 years. But I had to be pushed to do that. You know what I mean? So there are situations that happen to you that you can say, I'm in the worst, I'm hitting like the lowest point of my life. I am in the worst situation ever. You know, I'm about to lose my home. I'm about to lose my wife. I'm about to lose my life, for example, you know. But that doesn't mean that that's it for you. God is preparing you for something better at all times. So every single situation that He puts you through is for you to learn something from it and break that wall, that mental wall that we have. Because believe it or not, we always have a mental wall that's as high as we can go. We have a mental wall in absolutely everything that we're constantly, like the market is like constantly fighting it, and then we go down. We fight that wall and we go down. And you have to think that the limitations that we have is something that we put on. Nobody's putting these limitations on us. We are putting them on us. And you have to think at all times, even when you're having a bad situation, that there is no mental wall on top of your head. You're greater and better than the situation you're in. Okay, always remember that. Hey, I'm losing my home. It's easy to say that, Luis. You're not in my situation. You're not, I don't have a job right now. What can I do? My friend, you have resources around you. You have people around you. You have family around you. Use them. You know that? Oh, I have my ego. I would never go to my mom and ask her for money because, I never done it before. Well, maybe that's the test that God is putting you through, to reach out to your mom and ask her for money. And at the end of the day, it's not going to be about the money. It's about reaching to your mom. It's going to be about you going to that mom or that sister or that friend that you never talked to for 2 years. And that's what God is putting you through. Your mental wall that you have right there is the money. But the bigger situation is not about money. It's about breaking that barrier and going and talking to your mom. And going and talking to your sister. Going and talking to your friend. You understand? That's the real situation. And then you go like, oh my God, yeah, the money situation is gone. My friend gave me the $10,000, like whatever. That's gone. What's coming after that is even greater. You're talking to your friend again. Your friend is coming to your home and sitting on the table with you again. Your mom is calling you every day again. That's a bigger and better purpose. So that mental wall that we put in there is gone. But guess what? If we don't learn that there's always things that limitations that we are putting to ourselves that we can eliminate completely. If we don't think like that, you're always gonna find a new one. So that day was money, the next day could be something else. But you have to switch that mindset and be like, wait a minute, what am I doing wrong? Oh, Jesus, I have friends, I have family, I have people that can lift me up. Let me reach out to them. Let me put that conversation so they know what's going on with me. and you will see that a little problem that you had in your mind, that it was a money problem, is no longer a problem. It was actually the solution to that distance that you had with a friend. You know what I mean? So we need to start thinking different, my friends. We need to start thinking different all the time. If we are constantly doing the same thing, we're always going to get the same results. And again, if you're happy with what you got right now, don't change it. I mean, if you're happy with what you got right now, you're good. Hey, life is all about being happy, right? Don't break what is not broken. Like, if something is working out for you and you're good, that's fine. But if you feel that there's a void that you need to fill, like if there's something that is missing, look for it. It's that inner voice that is talking to you, that thing that is making you feel uncomfortable and telling you there's something better and bigger for me out there. What is it? What is it? Talk to a friend, talk to someone, and you will find it. I found it a long time ago. I've been in the void many times. Being in the very bottom, you feel the same way you're on the very top. Empty. If you don't have Jesus in your life, you're empty. Period. You could be happy. You could be really happy. But believe me, when you have money, other problems will come to you. That's when you will see who your real friends are. Not when you're poor. It's when you have money. That's where you will see who your real friends are. Because you're gonna see people coming out of the bushes all the time. Hey, my cousin. Oh, my first, second, third cousin. Who are you? I never saw you before. Who are you? What's your name again? You're my cousin. You will see that a lot. And when you go and hit hard bottom again and these people are like completely gone, ooh, that hurts even more. But anyways, family, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to share my own experiences, my friends. I mean, I am blessed. I have an amazing family, you know, and I have amazing friends. You know, don't get me wrong. But hey, you know, there's some people out there. If they're, I hope they're online. You know, that they were not there when I was like eating, you know, like bread empty. Oh my God, those times, man. It happens. We all go through situations, something like that. We all go through things. But anyways, the market is dying. It's already 10:53. It's not coming to my point of entry. Oh. Let me see. Okay. It is probably gonna come down a little bit more, but it is doing, like, if you look at this, if you use the Fibonacci tool at all times, you will see the areas where the market is just respecting and responding and pushing to the opposite direction a lot. For Thanksgiving, isn't the market closing by noontime? Because it's already 10:54. It's probably gonna do that today. Man, it's okay. man said that's why you have to move quietly. In a way, yeah. In a way, kind of. You know, I'm a person that believes strongly in energy. I believe strongly that you get out of life when you speak out. And when you have people around you that are constantly dragging you down, there's people that are going through situations every single day, but they have a negative energy around them that they kind of like share with you every time they come and complain and, you know, find situations and they're this and they're always dragging you down. You know, I try to get away from situations like that. When I see people that are into like in a lot of negativism, like they're just spreading negative thoughts all the time, my first thing is always try to help them. I try to give them positive thoughts, talk to them about, you know, how they can change something from the negative to the positive. But you have to be careful with those people. You have to be really careful with those people, because these people, they will drag you down hard. You know, I have friends that I talk almost daily, and they have situations, they have like all different kinds of things that you can't control them. You can't fix them. You give them the tools, you give them everything you want, but you're not God. You're not Jesus. Only Jesus has that power. You're just a tool. He is the vessel. But there are some people out there that they're like anchors for you, and they will not let you achieve the dreams and goals that are right there for you or you want to work for. They get jealous. If you are making money, they get super jealous. People that will tell you, oh, trading is fake, oh, you're not gonna make it, but it's coming from a broken person. That's the craziest part in life, when I see a broken person giving me a financial advice. It's like, hello. Hey, where's your money? Oh, that business, that's not gonna work. That's fake. That's a scam. That's a scam. Don't try that. I know a person that got involved into this business, this pyramid scheme, about a crypto thing, and what you're doing is a scheme. It's the same thing. They have no idea what you're doing, but they are already spreading that negative thought and this negative thing because they know somebody, or they heard, you know, somebody out there that probably got really scammed, and from that point everything else is a scam. You know, I get messages like that so many times in my life, and I'm like, oh my God, if you see my bank account, Jesus. Like, I honestly, like, ignorance, my friends, ignorance. And I'm not just talking about trading, but everything else, you know. Sometimes you can have a really amazing idea about a business that you want to start. You lay down everything. You go into ChatGPT, Claude, like all these tools out there, and you have this amazing business plan. And you're so excited, and you go and show it to a friend that you really trust, and it's a hit in a wall. Poof, the first thing that they say, oh, that sucks. Or they want to tell you now what you want to do with that great idea, or shift it. It is crazy. But these are the, you know, people out there that are already struggling, that are already going through bad situations, and, you know, misery loves company, my friends. Misery loves company. You got those people, and believe me when I tell you this, you can write that down. You can write this down. These people that don't believe in you today will be your fans tomorrow. Will be that people that will say, oh, I knew it. I knew it. Look at that. Then they're gonna grab another person going, you know what? I know this person who, you know, started with like a funded account, and this person right now has $1 million in their account. Trading is amazing. Oh my god. I'm telling you. But I mean, yeah, those are the people that will talk so highly about you. I'm telling you. Those are the people that are going to be talking so highly about you. But the thing is, they want to see it. They really want to see the numbers. They really want, because they don't, what they got was reference from a person that actually fell. You know, a person that actually found a scam, found a pyramid scheme, or found something really messed up. You know, somebody from, you know, the other part of the world who never, you know, show their face or show a generic image on the screen, and they believe it was a real person, and they just, you know, they were smart enough to fall into that scheme, and then they got hacked. And from that person, everything else now is a scam. It's like, come on, man. No. But when you find people like that, familiar, like, understand their point of view, understand that, you know, they probably are right into what they know, and all you need to do is just tell them what you're doing, show them the opportunity, show them, and be like, hey, if you want to learn with me, come and do it. You don't need to spend a dollar. Just say, don't spend $1, just come and see it. If it doesn't work for you, get out. But this is what I'm doing. And again, it doesn't have to be a trading. It could be any business, you know. And the whole point of this is like, if you're doing something that you truly believe you can make it, go for it. The worst thing that can happen to you is to fail. And by just sitting right now on the chair, you're already failing by not doing anything. Okay? By just sitting and not trying, you are already failing. So what's the worst that can happen to you? Fail? You're already there if you're not doing anything. Okay? So anything you want to do in life, a business, anything, just go for it. Try. The worst that can happen is for you to learn how things went wrong. So when you try the next business, you know by your experience what went wrong, and you don't have to repeat that. So guess what? Listen, I know a trader, believe it or not, went into bankruptcy. I think it was 2 or 3 times. He declared himself in bankrupt, but completely, like, to zero, 2 or 3 times. In 2011 was the last time he did it. Like, broken down 2 or 3 times to zero. Got divorced, lost everything. The guy has more than $40 million in his account right now. More than $40 million in his account as a trader, nothing else. And he's flying around the world showing what he knows. He has books. He has tons of stuff publicly. Okay? That's a reference point. And he's one among many people that have tried it until they find it. Okay? It could, right now, it could be this, what we're doing right now. I say, okay, well, I'm burning accounts like crazy. I'm burning accounts like crazy. What's going on with this? This is not for me. Trading is not for me. Maybe you're right. Trading is not for you. Maybe. But there might be something in trading that could be for you. Even teaching to others. Or being a point of reference to other people could be for you. You could be an analyst. There's people that I know that are extremely good analysts. Extremely, like better than me a million times. Looking at the market and knowing where the market is moving. Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God. That's so nuts. That big push to the downside. Oh my god, I missed that. Hey, there's people like that, familia, but they're really bad taking trades. They're really bad managing the trades. They suck and they burn accounts and they never move on. So they make money selling their analysis, but they don't make money doing trading. So why are you pushing it in trading? Maybe push it in doing analysis. Maybe push it trying to sell yourself as an analyst of the market and seeing results with other people. You know what I mean? You have to like navigate through what you're doing to understand how can you use the best of you in what you're doing, not the worst of you. If you know that that's what works, hit it. If you're an expert doing analysis, do that. There's people that are really good actually in the opposite, in risk management. They don't have a good strategy. Find somebody who is a really good analyst and do it. You know what I mean? The point is, familia, to always keep looking until you find it. And when you find it, hit it hard. Remove yourself from negative people. And when I'm saying remove yourself, I'm not saying to completely cut them off, because if it's family members, if it's close friends, don't cut them off. Just try to navigate out of them a little bit. You know what I mean? And let them know that they need to change. Suddenly, just let them know that what they're doing and what they're telling you is not okay. Because then it becomes a situation where they're gonna be like hot, just waiting for you to fail. That's gonna be your motivation to keep going. The people that are telling you no should be the motivation for you to keep going, because they are the ones who are gonna be watching you the most, waiting for you to fail, so they can have that aha moment to you. Be like, aha, I told you so. They're gonna have an aha moment, I told you so, or they're gonna be a, I knew it, he was gonna make it. Trust me, I have a lot of those. I have a lot of those, man. A lot of people out there that truly push me down. Not by just going to school, not even like making money trading, just going to school. It's like, for example, even when I decided to become an engineer, there's people that wanted me to be a lawyer. And because I decided to become an engineer, I wasn't gonna be a successful engineer. I was gonna be the worst, because they said you should be a lawyer. Like, I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't like to fight. I am not good at the fighting and anything. So no. But in their mind, they saw themselves as lawyers. And they believe that I could be a really good lawyer. And because I said no, they already cursed my life like I wasn't gonna be a good engineer. Just being away from trading, okay? And then when you decide to become a trader, it's like that thing is a scam. It's like, oh my god, like, what is it? I need to go back and become a lawyer? Do I need to become a lawyer to be successful? Believe it or not, there's lawyers out there doing trading. There's doctors out there that they suck at medicine and they're making a ton of money doing trading. That's how crazy life is. There's doctors out there, and I'm not saying that medicine is a bad career choice. It's an amazing career choice. But when it comes to making money, they found their way to make money. As a matter of fact, there was a previous company that you guys know about. There was a doctor in there. There was an educator and trader that was a legit doctor. He was doing his medicine work because that was his passion. He loved it, but he wasn't doing it for the money. He wasn't doing it for the money because trading was giving him the money. And that's so cool when you do something, not because of what you're getting paid for, but because you really love it. Like, for example, I am an engineer, and I tell a lot of people I would do coding, I would do absolutely like anything related to my career just because I love it for free. I love to create things. I love to do my engineer work, automation, all the things that I love to do. I would do it for free if I have to. Because that keep my mind busy. That keep my mind creating. And that's what I went to on my career on the first, you know. And it's really cool when you do things because you love it, not because you have to. Huge difference, familia. Huge difference. I highly recommend you guys to always seek for that. Seek for those things that you love. Trading, I love it because after 17 years, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you guys something. When I decided on what career to take, prior to that, I really loved trading. Prior to that, I just live in a country that trading is still not a thing. Back then, it wasn't a thing. I always wanted to work in the stock market. That was since I was a little kid. But it wasn't a thing back then. Plus, I was poor as hell. Like, can you imagine me telling my dad, like, "Hey, Dad, I want to be a stockbroker in Dominican Republic"? He was like, "What? What is that? Are you gonna fly to the moon on that?" Back in the 90s, no. So, when I decided to take my career, it was my second choice, not my first choice. My engineer career was my second choice. It was the best choice I ever did because I was the kind of kid when I was little that I used to break things to fix them. I love that. I love to break things to fix them all the time. And becoming an engineer was a thing for me. And the good thing about it was that when I started my career, maybe 60% of the things that I apply today, even in my trading career, are things that I learned becoming an engineer back then. A lot of the things. So you know what I mean? God is always there, like putting you through situations for He has a better and bigger plan for you. He has a purpose for you, and He's preparing you constantly for that purpose. Every single little detail that you do, every single little detail that you do is always for a better purpose at the end of the day. Always understand that we're working on God's time, and it's perfect. Sometimes we want things like right now, and what you don't understand that God already has something bigger and better for you out there, and He's just preparing you for that. I took a little short. I'm selling the market every time it goes to this AMA. I'm just selling it, so I took a little sell there and went pretty good. It's one of the best sessions. That's okay. Tony, the market is just too easy. I'm not even looking at the screen. It's just too easy to make money. Every time it goes there, I go boop, boop, boop. Imagine if I'm doing this on my own and I'm not talking to anyone. I'll be like, boop, click money. I was printing money like literally with my eyes closed. My daughter said, "Amen, Uncle Louis." Amen, my friend. That's the beauty of doing this with the community, that you can share it. You can like share your experiences. And I hope this is gonna stay on YouTube. Obviously, you guys can review it anytime if you guys want to understand like my mindset, what I go through, part of my life. You know, the things that I share with my daughter, because my daughter's going through that ramp. You know, she's taking that ramp where she can gonna fly. And I said to her yesterday, you know, you're 19. By the age of 25, you're gonna be a multimillionaire girl. You know how powerful that is for a woman to have her own money and be like, I got this in my hand. I can take over the world right now. For any girl out there, especially 25. And my daughter is beautiful. A beautiful girl with money? Oh my God. So I'm extremely happy for her that she's doing this, and even if this doesn't work for her, at least the experience that she's gonna get from learning all this stuff, how money works, is super important. This is things that they should be taught in high school. These are things that should be taught in high school. What is the Federal Reserve? All that kind of stuff. People should know that. It's so important. How the interest rate can affect your entire life. How important are those reports when they come out here? Young people should know this. I started this in a very late time of my life, like literally like in my late 20s. If I had these opportunities in my when I said what career choice I was gonna take, if I had trading as my first career choice when I was, by the way, I went to university when I was 16, so it's different here. Literally, when I was 16, I went to university in Dominican. When I was 19, I already had a career with me. But if I had this at that age, and I know people will, when I tell them about that, they're like, "What, at 16? Who are you, Doogie Howser?" Like, no, I'm not Doogie Howser. It's just back then in Dominican there was no regulations about about age when you were going to school. So I went to school very young. So I was the youngest among everybody there. It kind of sucked because well, not suck. It was good because when I started university, when most people wanted to go partying, and you know, people that have been going through school, how hard that is. You know, the first semester that you go partying hard. I couldn't go into a nightclub with because I didn't have an ID. I couldn't go into any parties situations because I didn't have an ID, so I had to stay at home and study. But that's what got me to where I got right now, and I really appreciated that. You know, my mom pushed me really hard to go to university young. When I was like, no, I don't want to go. I'm too young. I want to spend some time like doing other stuff. No, 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 no. She's like, no, you're going to university now. So I had to follow my boss. It was my mom then. And I really appreciate that now that I'm an adult. Back then I didn't say that. You can see the picture because they took pictures of me going to university and I was like so pissed. I was like so mad. Like literally I finished high school like 1 foot outside of high school, 1 foot inside university. And they didn't want to accept me in university because I was too young, but my grades were pretty high. And I had to take a test for that, and I did pretty good. And then, okay, Doogie Howser, come inside the university. That was me, back in the Dominican. Now I'm not sure if it's like that. But yeah, that was my life back in the 90s. Yeah, she was. Yeah. But you know, I'm the oldest of 3 brothers. And for those who are the oldest sons, you know what that means. You know, you are like the first of everything. So they put you through the fires, and the other brothers, they take it easier. They know, you know. And I understand. I'm a parent, you know. It's like, whatever, it's done. But my other brothers, they took it easy. I have 2 other brothers. One is a doctor, the other one is a musician. I'm like, when I see them, and I'm like, oh boy, you guys took the easy route. Yep, you said the example exactly that, you know. But I'm glad all that happened because that made me the man who I am. And when I pass that torch to my kids, they will pass that torch to their kids and their family as well. Just remember, familia, that at all times, anything we do have an impact on the people that follow us, especially our kids. They're constantly watching us through our failures, through our success. They're watching us, so we are the examples for them on anything we do. I had good examples from my parents. My parents in Dominican, they came from different times that were harder than now. And they were farmers, you know, and my mom didn't have the opportunity for like to go to university. She didn't have that. So for her, going to university, sending her kids to university was her biggest achievement. For her, sending her kids to university was her biggest achievement ever. So for that, I gave her, you know, the biggest crown. A person who had no education, barely a high school degree, making it, working hard, and going through all the difficulties. She is my biggest example, including, well, I remind my dad. They're both my biggest examples of parenthood. And everything I do is their mirror, literally. Like, it's just a mirror of what they have done as parents with me. And again, that's the torch that I pass to my kids. Showing my daughter, you know, what to do in life, and even through my difficulties, because we all go through that, what to do. Because like, even like, she was confused on what career choices to take. It's funny, the conversation I had with her. She's an actress, by the way, but you know how difficult is acting for those who are into that world. Only a few can make it, not everyone. But what happened with those who don't make it? But it's her passion. It's something that she loves. She said, Dad, I don't want to work for anyone. I don't want to get out of my house to work unless it's something about acting. That's word by word that she said. And then I'm thinking, wait a minute. You don't want to work for anyone. You want to work from home. You don't want to deal with people. You don't want to do all this stuff. And so I stopped you don't want to deal with people for a little bit, and I talked to her about that. But then I navigated outside of that, and I'm like, all this other stuff, well, trading is amazing for you. Okay? But then I started working with other things that she had in her mind. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to be working on that, you know, in her career choices, as I mentioned before. But the main thing was that everything that she talked to me was literally a mirror of the things that I have done. So she has been very closely looking at me as a dad, and filtering what she likes and what she doesn't like. You know what I mean? So whatever you're doing right now, believe it or not, there's people watching you, going through your struggles and learning from them. In your own house, in your own environment. Even your animals, your cats, they feel your energy, and they know you when you're mad, when you're happy. Right? Even the animals that are around you, they know that when you're sad, you need their affection, so they go near you and they give you affection. Just always remember that whatever you do, even when you're alone in that room, somehow there's people around you looking at you. Okay? Always keep that in your mind. It's not whatever you're doing is not for you. It's for others. Maybe the money is your reward, but the result of that, it is for others. Always. At all times. Even if you fail. Even if this is not for you, and let's say you fell in trading, you're like, oh, well, I just burned 200 accounts. All my savings are gone. There's people looking at you. And learning that you can burn 200 accounts in trading. So you can imagine that you're burning 200 accounts and your daughter is watching you like, what can I do to not burn 200 accounts? Well, they can be like, oh, wait a minute, my mom just burned 200 accounts. So what can I do to not burn 200 accounts? Maybe I should talk to a person that has not burned 200 accounts and tell them that my mom burned 200 accounts. You know what I mean? Like, there's always something behind it. There's always something behind it. So never think that you're alone. But anyways, familia, the market, it is truly giving, printing free money. I'm up by 1,863 bucks so far. Just talking to you guys and selling every time the market comes to that, sell, 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 sell. Easy money, familia, easy money. Having a market like this is literally like driving like one of those cars that you press a button and just, okay, drive, and you just fall asleep. But the one thing I'm watching, it is making sure that I don't fall into a spike, because the spike will probably happen, okay? So every time I sell, my stop losses are very short to avoid the spikes. So I'm out. I'm already up by 1,863 bucks. If I lose 100 bucks, 200 bucks, it's totally fine. Don't think that you can win every single trade, because that's when you will fail in trading. Oh, my daughter is speaking of, you know, look who's there. I'm looking at my cameras and she's sitting at the porch. I'm like, shouldn't you be here, lovely Mia? She has her own accounts. I told you guys, I gave her accounts and she's trading those accounts. We will have a session. I'll have a session today with her. A conversational session with her. I'm not trading tomorrow. It's Friday. Isn't it Black Friday tomorrow? There's some crazy deals out there. One thing I love to do is, especially around this time, is to buy like everything I need for my next year. For example, right now, TradingView has a really good deal, like a Black Friday deal. So I buy Black Friday deals every year, so I don't have to overspend. Like, it's 80% off. So I always buy all my stuff I want to buy around this time. So next year I don't have to buy. I'm waiting to sell. I haven't got into anything yet. Let's go, familia. Let's go. Very slow in shopping markets, and most people don't want to trade. While most people are not trading these markets, we know what to do. $1,800, and you know what, familia? This is only the 50K account. That's crazy. In a week time, in less than a week time. I don't know if I wanted to withdraw money just because it's the first withdrawal, but I kind of don't want to, because you know, the larger the accounts, the better transactions I can take, the bigger the transaction. So it becomes that snowball effect. The bigger the better. The only problem with Top Step is that you can only withdraw $5,000 on every request, and you need to have 5 consecutive days of winning before I withdraw, which, as I said, it makes a lot of sense. Can we, like, it's okay to withdraw every day based on what I was doing on Take Profit Trader, but it's okay to bulk up. It's not bad at all. It's the same thing. The only issue I don't like is the limitation of $5,000 on a 50K. But that means you can withdraw $20,000 in a month with one account, if you're okay with that. Now imagine if you have multiple accounts, which you can, a max of 5 accounts, right? You can withdraw 20,000 times 5. What is that? 100K in a month? Are you okay with 100K in a month? $1.2 million in a year with only 50K accounts? Those are pretty solid numbers. You can do it with Top Step, but even if you only get 60% of that, even 40% of what I just mentioned, we're talking about 400K in a year. Is 400K in a year for good enough for you? Hey, you can put those numbers out there, my friends. Just got to know what to do. Don't get desperate. All right, here we go, going down. It's 11:31. Watching for those spikes. It's spiking. The market has been spiking down quite a lot. I don't know if you guys can notice the size of those candles going down. They're hard. It's like hammering down hard. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be one that is gonna go in the opposite direction to clear all this. Why do I say that? Because it's doing fair pricing going down. This is fair pricing. So every time the market goes and do this, it's fair pricing. So there's transactions aligned are all on top of this here, and the price will clear them out going back to the top of the hill at some point. It's a matter of knowing when. But while we figure that out, we'll make money pushing the market down. It's gonna take us only one shot to the upside for us to get out. So right now, $1,863. If I end up the day with even $1,000, I'm okay. And I started doing this from last night. I went online with you guys for a little time, and it was like 1 a.m. I said, man, like, I just couldn't hold it anymore. I had to go to sleep because I was up, for a long time. And I'm like, okay, I noticed what the market is doing. Let me make money. I made like $600. Went back to sleep. I just couldn't do it. Woke up. The market is still doing the same thing from last night. Look, this is yesterday in Asia. Then London, now New York. Like, if you don't see it, my friend, it's like going fishing and knowing where all the fish are. It's like, oh my god, like, it's so cool. Want to break it with 2K today, but I don't know. Sometimes you push it too far and then the market goes in. Give you the kick, the karate kick. Forgot to turn on Bloomberg. Have Bloomberg on. All right, Bloomberg TV. Bloomberg, I can see what's happening on the spot. So there's something drastic. For today, man, come on. There's nothing really crazy. Let me see. Oh, look who's here. Look who showed up. What's going on, Mr. Trader? Ah, so are you coming? Right. I'm trading NAS and we're live. You seeing all these people here? What are you gonna? I think the market was gonna close very soon. What's going on with the account I gave you?
Well, I've been working the past 3 days, so I haven't really been on the first.
Okay, well, get going. Look at that. Are you okay with that money?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my friend,
Where'd you go when you traded?
I am looking at NAS right now. NAS is printing out money, like free money. Literally free money. So, Princess Mia is here. Mia, say hi. People are saying hi. Say hi with
Hi.
hi everyone. Like
Hi,
that.
everyone.
Okay, good. Market is consolidating right now, but yeah, it's printing money. So it's kind of slow down. Volatility is very, very low. And when I look into this indicator here, which I love, I'm gonna show you guys here. Look at this. Like, look at this indicator. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna expand a little bit. You see the white line here? It's telling you the average of that move. And you see when it's literally not doing much, telling you that it's dying. You see how it went to the middle point? Really not much going on. And here the volatility is literally on the floor. On the floor. So it's 11:37. And the market is dying. Not sure. So Mia, we're talking about your career choices, and we're talking about with the conversation that you and I had about trading and what you want to do. So do you look at the University of Toronto?
I did. Mom said she has to call the RSU
Okay. All right. So let's get going. Let's make some money. Mula mula. All right. No, tomorrow is Friday. I try to stay away on Fridays. It's not dead. I mean, Fridays you can trade. The thing with trading on Fridays is you need to understand that there's a, okay, the beginning of the week for trading is on Sunday, right? So analysts, they look at the short-term and long-term direction of the market. Short-term 1 week, longer-term monthly. So they have a program to follow for that week. They're starting on Sunday, finishing up on Friday. So in many occasions, when the market, depending on what it's doing during the week, at the end of the day, at the end of the week on Friday, it has not fulfilled their purpose, because at the end of the day, their purpose is to make money. But during, the first day of the week until the last day, if they don't make that purpose on Friday, they will try to push it as hard as they can. So sometimes you will see the market not behaving the way it's supposed to behave. The market which is not respect any strategy. The market which is go crazy on Fridays. You will have a lot of really good Fridays, but a lot of really bad Fridays. So if you see that pattern, you understand what's happening. Why are you gonna force it when you're ready to make all the money in the world during that week? You just stay away from it. If I make money from Sunday to Thursday, Friday, only if I see a good opportunity, I take it. Only. If not, you can go outside, you go to the gym, you go fly, take a kite, do whatever. Just go out there and have a life. You don't need to be on the charts all day. Imagine trading is your part-time job. You just need to trade even one time a week, and that's not good enough. You don't need to be on the charts all the time. Like we're taking this as a career to have freedom, not to be a slave. All right.
So, when did you open the trade? What time?
Last night. She's asking when did I open a trade. When I was trading, I said I traded last night for a few hours, and then I woke up, had to do the things that I had to do, and then started trading again at 9. 9? No, it was like 9:30 already, or even more, maybe 9:45.
So this trade has been open last night?
No, I've been taking several trades, because what happened is when the market is consolidating, it's bouncing, as you see here, it's bouncing out of these channels, right? It's going down, but it's bouncing over and over. So you have the moving averages here, which is telling you the average pricing of where things are flowing. And EMAs, or simple moving averages, they work as a dynamic support and resistance. So if I notice as the price every time it goes and bounce out of these one of these EMAs, what do you think I should do? I should sell.
Yeah.
Make all the money in the world. Hi, familia. I want to show you guys something. Look at this, girl. Say hello. Hello. That is Sky. That's our family dog, and she's always around. She's always around us, telling us she's a trader too, right? Are you a trader? She said, what are you talking about? She is our little Shih Tzu. Very loyal, very amazing, really good dog. Always around. But anyways, familia, I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty good for today. I don't know if you guys want to keep trading, or maybe like it's 11:44. What do you guys think? Should we leave it for now, or should we keep trading? It's just that the market is not moving. It's 11:44 and just sitting there. Let's see. Anyways, familia, I will see you guys again next week, but I'll be available on our channel as again on the VIP group. Okay, familia. For now, I'm gonna end the session. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and God bless everyone. Take care, familia.
Goodbye.